그리움과 뜨거운 경모의 정을 담아 위대한 김일성 동지와 김정일 동지께 가장 숭고한 경의와 새해 인사를 삼가드립니다.
There's a new and unconventional effort
to get information into North Korea
by sneaking information into the country on USB drives.
Human rights activists are now collecting old USB sticks,
urging people to donate their old flash drives by popping them in these slots.
Pack it with information, whether it's Wikipedia,
movies, TV shows, ebooks,
in a bid, obviously, to undermine the regime's lies and propaganda, which it feeds to its own people every single day.
To open up their eyes to the fact that there is a world outside what they've been led to believe.
And if you think about it, that is very dangerous for Kim Jong-un, because if people get a sense that the image of America that he has carefully painted for them is false, he could have huge problems.
김정일 동지께 큰소를 위한 투쟁에 고귀한 생을 바친
이 USB에 희망의 정보를 넣어가지고 북한에 들여보내서 북한 주민들이 자유의 힘을 가질 수 있다는 생각을 저는 가지고 있습니다.
북한 내에 진실을 알리는 것이 중요할 뿐 아니라 북한 밖의 소식을 알리는 것도 중요합니다.
Of course, watching this information helped me to realize there was some humanity out there.
When we can educate and enlighten North Korean population with outside information, so that if North Korean people can have ability to compare the North Korea with the rest of the world, then I think we can make a change inside North Korea.
Often people think changing the world is something grand. You gotta do so many things. But it can just simply starting by giving away flash drive you have. Because someone right now in North Korea can see outside information and dream of the world.
Please join us. Let's unite for the freedom of North Koreans.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was in the backstage, and then this video goes up, and I heard Kim Jong-un. Oh my God, this asshole. Oh my God, thank you. Wow. Wow, it almost gave me a heart attack. But even if I say he's an asshole and bastard, he's not gonna execute me. So, wow. Oh, thank you. It's great to be in this free country and meeting you as a free person. I escaped North Korea at 13 years old to find a bowl of rice. And that journey from North Korea to go to China, being a slave, and eventually crossing that frozen Gobi Desert into Mongolia, I ended up here in Miami. The city of party, ladies with bikinis. So I did think I have seen it all. So today's my talk is a bit different. I'm sure you're all expecting me to share how I escaped from North Korea into freedom, but it is really my journey with the Human Rights Foundation and Oslo Freedom Forum. I don't think anybody knows this part of my story. So when I was 20 years old, in 2014, I think, I was invited to go to Hack North Korea, this hackathon conference hosted by Human Rights Foundation in Silicon Valley in San Francisco. I mean, I'm North Korean. How the heck do I know what hacking is? Or even like what is Silicon Valley is? And I was joined there as a judge. And at that place, actually, I shared my story about how watching movie Titanic gave me a taste of freedom. Because I never seen, there's no word for love in North Korea, and seeing a man can die for love, that gave me some idea that there was a world outside North Korea existed. After this talk, Thor, you know, the president of HRF, came to me and hugged me. And I was like stuttered. I said, he's a man, I'm a girl. I'm like coming from Asian country. I'm not sure if I can share even this story. He said, he whispered to my ears, don't worry, baby, I'm gay. But, I mean, again, in North Korea, guys, there's no word for gay. So I have no clue. I was like, what is this? And I went to my hotel room as soon as possible, and I Googled gay. And that's I was like, oh, okay. Now that makes sense. So from there on, HRF became my family. So even though I'm laughing with you right now, standing right here, swearing at Kim Jong-un, because I stood up against Kim Jong-un and he punished 3 generations of my family who I left back in North Korea. I lost a lot of my family, but HRF became my family. Thor became my stepbrother. He taught me how to eat lobster, how to eat shrimp. He taught me so many things that I cannot even talk here right now. But this is a place where I, for the first time, understood that I wasn't alone in this world. There are people actually cared what was happening in the darkest corners in our world. I don't have a lot of time, but I am so grateful that you have supported the Oslo Freedom Forum and the Human Rights Foundation so they can continue to be a family for us and support us so we can continue our mission, freeing the people who have no idea that they are even oppressed. So thank you for being here today and supporting us. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful conference. Thank you so much. Thank